Gemini speaks, Gemini speaks, boom, 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 boom. What are we going? So, what are we going to talk about today? I say this all the time. I have so much to talk about. There's so much going on, like in my head. Forget the world. But there's a lot going on in my head. Look at that shadow. It's like perfect on my neck right there. It almost looks like a piece of jewelry. It's a little bit about me. I'm an artist from New York City. A fine artist. Like a painter. You know what I mean? I don't mean like fine, like good looking. I meant like fine artist, like painting, sculpture. Anyway, so every single time I start a video, I'm likely to say, what are we going to talk about? As if I don't know. Well, sometimes I don't know, to be honest with you. I keep a list, though, of things that I want to talk about. Things that I want to talk about and talking points. I'm organized about my talking, which is so Gemini. Geminis are very social people, I will admit. Not all the time, though. People seem to think that, like when you invite the Gemini to a party, they should be like, all up all the time and charming and funny. And not that we can't be. But I also have my moments where I'm very shy and I want to just sort of observe and not talk very much. And that's equally so. Maybe that's the twin, the other Gemini, who's more the quiet observationist versus the more interactive, hey babe, what's up? What you doing? What you doing? Anyway, so this is why I created this channel, what I'm going to be talking about, etc. So I already said a little bit that I'm going to really be talking about whatever things come to my mind. Maybe it's things that are current, things that I'm concerned about, things that you might be concerned about, things that you should be concerned about, things that are funny, things that are not so funny. Those are probably the memorable things. Things that are controversial. Things that are obnoxious. I do talk about obnoxious things. And I kind of have a macabre sense of humor sometimes, morbid. Anyway, all of those things will come out in my videos. This is not really a warning, but I'm just saying. So I'm an artist. I'm from New York. Yeah, so I live around the world, mostly in Central or South America. I speak enough Spanish to get around. Yo hablo en español. ¿Tú hablas español? ¿No? Posiblemente. Okay. I also speak in a Spanish accent just in case I can't get the words I want. I just speak English in Spanish accent. And usually works. I say, excuse me, you have bread? And they usually understand what I'm saying. Or I can say, ¿tienes pan? They understand that too. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm not even that, really. I just don't believe in BS and hypocrisy. And I would never say that I follow any religion where you've killed millions of people and enslaved people and used it to manipulate people, oppress people, and did I say murder people? Yeah, so that's why I'm not religious. Some people just pretend like that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the religion that I swear by, I was enslaved by the person who brainwashed me to practice that religion, or they were going to hang me. So I'm dedicated to my Stockholm syndrome, religiously speaking. And that was a pun, by the way. And yeah, so I worship it, even though basically I've been brainwashed to think that that is the God that I'm going to go to, even though that's the white man's God or the other person's God, not the brown man's God. Although it's become the brown man's God now. But it's BS. So I don't really, consider myself religious. You, however, be what works for you. My YouTuber friend says, do you, boo? Yeah, so if that works for you, just because it's only fair to be like, instead of be like, that is some, you know what I mean? But no, you're just like, like, I'll pray for you. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, inside, I'm like, this is some BS right here. You know what I mean? You want to pray for somebody, pray for you. Pray for the self. That's what I do. I pray for the self. Unless I can help you in some way, I pray that I can help you. That's still praying for the self. But I don't believe in that sort of like, some. I'm getting in trouble for this. Because we can't really prove there was a God. Or not the God that we're saying is a God. I believe there's definitely something that created everything. Don't know the name for it, but I'm willing to use the word God sometimes. I do. I might say God, the universe, what have you. No, I do believe that there's something I don't know about that put this skin and bone and cells and magnificence together that is the human body. I mean, it's complicated. No man sat in front of a computer and started putting code in and created a human being, although they're trying. It's not going to be a human being, though. They're going to call it AI, alternate intelligence. Anywho, but I don't think anything about what I'm saying is useless. At best, it's entertaining. I don't really find myself boring. What is that? People that are there actually people that find themselves boring? I feel bad for them. I don't find myself boring. I am my best company, and I don't mean just talking to myself, but I'm saying I can fully entertain myself and not need another person. I'm not boring. Anyway, so that's an introduction to Gemini Speaks. Thanks for coming. Peace. Gemini speaks. Gemini speaks. Boom, 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 boom.